this tan's still on. Good morning team, it is Tuesday today. We are currently 5 days out from the second show from the PCA Hampshire. Not a lot has changed this week, if I'm honest. I just literally got straight back on plan. Couple of days in now. Last couple of intense sessions before we move on to some sort of deload work towards the end of the week. So today will be my last intense session of the whole prep. It is a pull session. On the back of the show I went legs, push, pull. I'm on the pull rotation now, so we're going to get in and get a big pull session in today, and then that'll be the last intense session of the prep, which is crazy to say. Today got a pretty busy day. Got one-to-one PT clients, got online check-ins, got to get my sessions in, my cardio, that kind of thing. I'm going to go and check in with Josh now, get some pictures, send all that over to him, see how he thinks it's going. But this morning we did hit a new low weigh-in of the whole prep, 214 pounds on the dot, which sees me 31 pounds down this prep, which is insane. That is a lot of weight. I obviously had the weight there to lose. I feel the tightest, the leanest that I've looked to date so far, so I'm excited to see what these pictures say when we get and take them now. I've got to go and wake my mum up at 6:30 to take my pictures, which she's probably not going to be too happy about, but it's only for a few more days, mum, so I apologise. I know you watch these videos, so I apologise. But yeah, I'm going to go and get them done, and then it's straight off to the gym and just get on with the day.
Another one done. 5 days out. Still doing 30 minutes a day cardio, 11k steps until Josh says otherwise, basically. I think it'll end up coming out at some point this week, but with me hitting a new low today and looking as tight and as lean as I do, to be honest, I'm okay to keep digging for another couple of days before we put the carbs in. Simply because I want to be the most conditioned, freakiest looking motherfucker on the stage. So yeah, this is like the most willing I have been to do cardio in a while. But that's because I fucking want it a lot. So got a bit of time now to get my session in between clients. I literally sat down for 20 minutes then after cardio, and I have hit a fucking wall. Like really badly hit a wall. So I'm not going to film any of this session. I wasn't going to film it anyway, just because it's just a normal pull session for me, so there's not really going to be anything different than you haven't already seen. So I'm just going to get my head down, get it done. It's going to be an earphones in and just fucking grit my teeth kind of workout. But last one, I'm going to put everything into it like I always do, and then just keep ticking the boxes. It is another box that needs ticking. I'm not gonna leave it. I'm not gonna not get it ticked, and I'm not gonna do it with complete full intent to give everything that I've got as well. So yeah, I'm gonna get this pull session in, and I've got another client, and then I can get home and have my first meal, which feels like a lifetime away yet. I've been training fasted this week simply just because I've been trying to put my food back because I'm hungry as fuck. But yeah, I'll be able to get my first meal in after my next client, and then it's just online check-ins all day, which is fine, which I enjoy. So yeah, it's going to be a good day. I've just got to get this session done, get over this barrier. It's all part of prep. It's all part of the package. It comes served up on a plate to you, and the best thing to do is just take it in your stride. Started on my first meal. Typically what I'm doing at the minute is training fasted and then having my first meal as my post-workout meal, which is my Cocoa Pops and then my egg on toast meal as well, just because it keeps me fuller and my eating window is then shorter for the day. Ideally, I wouldn't do this because training fasted is not good, especially at this stage in prep, but if it subsides the hunger, and the hunger is fucking real at the minute, then it's worth it for me, and especially with only a couple of days left, I'm willing to do pretty much whatever to make sure I get through them. Full session at the gym was okay. The session itself was good. It is more so since the session that I've found difficult. I have literally hit a fucking wall and my whole body is aching. I was like shaking in the gym before. I've got like a migraine coming across the front of my head, so I think it's all just getting a little bit on top of me. You know, being up relatively early this morning for work and sort of not stopping over the last few days on the back of the show. I've just got straight back into it and had a couple of days busy work as well. So I think it's all just getting on top of me a little bit. So I am actually going to go for a nap now, which I don't normally do, to be honest, but I do feel like I need it. I'm not sleeping very well at all at the minute, so I'm going to have to go for a nap before I get some more work done. Like I said, I've got a busy day today from a work perspective, but there's not really too much going on. So I will pick up with you guys a little bit later on. Good morning, team. It is Wednesday today. I didn't film anything else yesterday just because there literally wasn't anything going on. I went and had a nap, and the nap turned into like a 3-hour sleep. Then I had loads of work to catch up on, steps to do, that kind of thing. So there wasn't really anything worth filming there. Today I hit a new low weigh-in of 211.4 pounds, as you saw. That is 2.6 pounds down from yesterday. A massive prep low. I will put my pictures up on the screen now from this morning that I sent over to Josh. We are both extremely happy. This is the best I've ever looked, so yeah, this is going to get exciting now. Today's my last day of cardio. Today's my last day of high steps. From tomorrow, we will start shuttling carbs in slowly. Steps will be brought down from 11,000 to 5,000. And we will start the carb up process ready for this weekend. That being said, today is still another day. I've got a deload leg session. Me and Molly have got posing practice with Tom, which I'm going to take you guys along to, and then we're just going to be chilling out all day. But first things first, the last 30-minute cardio session of prep. Wow, that feels good to say.
I'm so white.
No, we'll be tanned again on Sunday. So we have just got finished up with our last cardio session of prep.
I haven't.
Oh, have you got it tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Oh, it was my last cardio session of prep anyway.
I like cardio.
More likes cardio, so whatever. And we just got to the gym now. We are at Body Tech in the Wirral again. We've only got a deload leg session, so we're staying well clear of failure, and we are halving the volume on every exercise. So it's going to be in and out, to be honest. We're going to be done in like sort of 30-40 minutes, and then it is straight over to the studio to see Tom for our last posing practice. So I'm not going to take the camera into the workout just because we're going to be in and out nice and quick, but I am going to video our posing practice. We'll probably just mandatories, routine, just drill it into us again, and yeah, I'll get a bit of that on camera just because there's absolutely no workout footage in this vlog whatsoever, so might as well put something worth watching in. So back in the studio now with Tom, the man who conjured up the posing routine from the weekend. I had a lot of people ask about my posing routine, so I'm going to put all Tom's links and that in the description. If you're in like the northwest area for posing, if you're looking for any help, he definitely is the man with a plan. So get in touch with him. We've got our last session done in here today before the weekend, just polished up on a couple of little bits, and we are definitely ready to go. finished off my last meal, which was my oats, which you've just seen me make. I thought I would just give you a little bit of an insight into peak week and how my peak week's been set up, how we've gone about it, how we've changed things differently to last week. Surprisingly to some, my peak week is very similar to any normal week, and this peak week is exactly the same as last week's. So let's say like sort of the 7 days leading up to the show, for the first 4 days of that peak week or of that specific week, I literally keep things the same. So I have my normal training day food on a training day, I have my normal non-training day food on a non-training day, I do my cardio, I train. The only thing that I don't train intense in the week leading up to the show is legs. Other than that, I will go through a full rotation of training, normally and intense. So on Sunday, the day after my last show, I trained legs hard. I then trained push on Monday and pull on Tuesday. And then today I did a deload leg session, which was basically half the volume of my normal leg session and staying away from failure basically. So I was sort of like 3 or 4 reps away from failure in every exercise, and like I said, I was doing half the volume. And then I'll rest tomorrow. I will do the same deload upper body session on Friday. I will rest on Saturday, and then the show is on Sunday. So it will be a full week since I've trained legs hard, and it will be about 4 days since I've trained upper body hard. The reason why we taper back on the training intensity is just to take away like the DOMs and the swelling in the muscles, because that swelling and the blood pooling around the muscle can take away from a lot of definition. It can take away from a lot of the lines and the crispness that I need to see in my muscles. So my body needs to be nice and rested. I need to be nice and fresh to really show the definition and the true sort of like potential of my physique at the time. And then my carb up starts about 3 days before. So tomorrow, which is Thursday, is when my carb up's going to start. We're going to start nice and slow, slowly implementing carbs. They will then increase a little bit on Friday, they'll then increase a little bit on Saturday, and then I'll be putting carbs in on Sunday, which will be show day as well. The amount of carbs that we use on these days is literally down to how I look that morning. So it's not a case of being able to plan this week out completely. We literally take it day by day. If you are someone who needs to be chasing fat loss further into their peak week, then your carb up would literally just start later on in the week, and you may not even carb up. You might only get sort of like 1 day if you really need that fat loss. I'm not in that position, and I'm in a position now where my lowest weigh-in of prep was today, so I can start my carb up nice and early. We can slowly filter the carbs in, and along with the carb up, we are going to be lowering expenditure. So today was my last day of cardio. Today was my last day of 11,000 steps, and then from tomorrow, Josh has said that we are no more cardio, and as well as that, we are going to be trying to keep steps at around about 5,000. So that's a significant drop in expenditure, a significant drop in training intensity, which should see a hell of a lot more rest and recovery from my body, which should see obviously DOMs be removed and any stress in my muscles and things like that be removed. That should bring out the best look in my physique. And then obviously the carbs that we filter in slowly throughout the next 3 days, they will help fill my muscles out, they'll help fill my body out, and my physique should literally come to life over these next 4 days. Today is the sort of the lowest, the most depleted, and the sort of like most swollen and flat I will feel over the next 4 days, and my physique will literally just come to life. You can't just literally go and do the same peak week as me, because the way that I'm doing it is completely tailored to my body and how my body is reacting this time around. If my body wasn't reacting this way, then we would have to be doing things differently. It literally is situational, dependent on how I have done this time round, and being 16 weeks into prep now and of chasing fat loss for so long, I'm in a great position with this peak to not have to deplete stupidly low with carbs. I've simply just gone about my normal day for 3 or 4 days, and then now for 3 days I'm able to implement carbs, taper back on the expenditure, and basically, like I said, hopefully bring my physique to life and bring the best physique that we can see. I am going to leave the video there now. I hope you like this little bit of a different style video. No training footage, but I tried to keep it nice and informative. I tried to keep it nice and raw and just let you in on sort of what happens during a peak week and during contest prep. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one.